Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our final hour of Guild of Dungeoneering for this evening. It has been a lovely Tuesday. Thank you all so much for joining me. As you can see, we have our dungeons laid out before us, and a hardy task, because one of these dungeons is going down. Question is, which one is it? How hard are they gonna be? You know, we ventured deeper into the jungle fairly successfully. I feel like we're gonna try this Eaton quest. He's ganging up on us, apparently. So we're gonna see what can happen here. Which volume is a little low, Wrench? Is it my volume, the game volume? I can turn both up. What do you need me to do? I can do both. Adjusting the microphone now. Okay, how does that sound? I just turned myself up by a full, like, 10 degrees. So we'll see if that's any better for you. Can you hear my dulcet tones now? Hello, everybody. Double trouble lies before us. Let us see what we can do. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, who wants to be the first Dungeoneer to go in? I feel like Zombie has been very successful as the Ranger. Let's kind of give him just a little bit of a break. Nightmare, are you around? No. No, he's not. Well, Johnny Jeeber, I think you will enjoy this game. This game is called Guild of Dungeoneering, and it's a card-based dungeon crawler that's very cutesy and hand-drawn, and it's very, very fun. You'll see how we play with the chat in this game shortly as we actually get into the dungeon here. But, Weasel? I think I'm gonna count on the apprentice powers here. Let's see what we can do with a little bit of magic. Eaton, Crone's Discipline, +1 starting hand size in battle. Let's do this thing. So basically, for those who haven't heard of the game thus far, as I said, Guild of Dungeoneering is a card-based dungeon crawler, where we actually use cards to create the dungeon. Oh, this Eton's gonna gang up on us because he's got 2 heads. That's how it works. And 13 health. Holy hot shit. Enemy blocks are twice as effective because he has sluggish. That's just unfair. And in 6 turns, he's gonna attack, and attack hard. Wow, okay. So we need to get to those chests as quickly as possible, I think is what we're seeing here. Let's go ahead and corridor over. And we're gonna have a corridor up as well. We're gonna put a bat over there in the belfry, so that way we hopefully should be able to get there before the turns expire. We'll put, since we're gonna have to stop here anyway, we'll put another enemy in our way, just to make sure that we can actually get to where we need to be, as far as level-wise, before that fucking Eton attacks. Oh my god, this is going to be bad. Okay, so Weasel, now we come to the battle part. So, this is where your choices actually help me out a lot, because as we go through and as you level up, you're gonna help me get items. The items you will help choose for me, and then those items will give us cards in our battle deck that we will use to fight the enemies that we lay out. So, we have here a spook coming our way that deals 1 magical damage and blocks 1 physical damage. Thankfully, we don't have very many physical attacks, but we do have a lot of stuff that blocks magic. So what we can do is block his 1 magical damage and then snake our own magical damage around his shield, just to kind of give Jeeber a little bit more of a cue. And see, he's going to try and do another magic damage here, but this one, if it hits, actually heals him a heart, as a blood-sucking bat would do. So we can actually block this damage again and hit him with another one. And you see here that his next attack will be a lunge, and his next attack after that will be a thrash. Thanks to his predictable trait, we can actually see the top card of his deck, so that can help make our choices here. So as you can see, he's gonna have some heavy damage coming our way that we might not be able to live through if we can't kill him first. So let's try and do that. And then he's gonna hit us with Thrash, which is only 3 physical damage. And we can actually deal 1 to him first, and then he kills himself, basically. So somehow, even though everybody thought that Weasel was gonna die, he lived. Excellently, he lived. And so he now has a choice in a lot of these items, which can level up as we go along. He has an eyeball charm to choose from, which has +1 health and a quick magic damage, a quick 2 magic damage dealing attack. So, real quick, the quick aspect goes in that the enemies attack first. Enemies always attack first, and so when you have an attack that has the quick aspect, that means that you instead attack first, which can give you the opportunity to live through an attack that you wouldn't otherwise have lived through. Nice, Weasel. You know what? I'm gonna give it to you for that one. So your choices here, Weasel, are the eyeball charm, which gives you the health and the flame lash, the cup of joe, which gives you just the straight flame lash, and then the fork, which gives you slice. So basically, the eyeball charm is kind of an upgraded version of the cup of joe. But the choices are yours and yours alone. Good luck. Weasel wants the eyeball. You got it, my friend. The gross eyeball charm is yours to carry around. I hope you enjoy squishy things. Wait, and inside the chest is a level 3 item, my friend. So now you have the Warhorn offhand item, which you'll lose the 1 heart, but you'll gain Rekindle and Holy Seal. And then you can get a Spear, which is a quick physical damage dealing shift, and then a quick physical damage and magic blocking interrupt. And then you can also get the Coral Crown, which gives you 2 health and spikes. You don't really have a whole lot of blocking stuff except for magic blocking, but as you saw with that bat, it kind of worked out pretty well with the bat. Like, we were able to block enough stuff that some spikes would have been really nice. But, I mean, that +2 health there is really great too. So you've got a really good weapon, and then you've got a really good crown to choose from. Knowing that there's another level 3 chest over there that we should be able to get to before the Etten comes for us. So, what shall you choose, Weasel? You got it, sir. I will say this, that's probably the smart move considering that the Etten has 13 fucking health. You're probably gonna need all the help that you can get. So, let's see now if we can get some blocks, you know? I mean, that's going to be the way to take this guy down, is to kill him with the blocks. I kind of want to go ahead and put a man-eating plant inside of the mega chest room, since, again, we're gonna have to stop there anyway, but at least we'll be able to take on a level 2 person before we get there. So basically, we'll have an opportunity at a level 1 item, a level 2 item, and a level 3 item, which hopefully will get us fully outfitted before we have to take on the Etten. So we'll see. In turn, we're gonna have 1 turn left after we get this chest. So bear that in mind. We'll be able to make 1 more move before the Etten comes for our booties. He's gonna try and hit us with some acid spit here. The bad news is I can't really block any of his, all of his damage. So I'm just gonna have to hit him hard. Well, I can block 1 of his damage at least. And that'll help to mitigate the disaster that was that attack. We'll go ahead and hit him with Fire Blast. I want to hold on to that quick attack for now because I have a feeling that being able to deal damage before he does is going to be very helpful come the end of this fight. He's actually going to be able to drain that health right back, which brings this fight closer to even than I really wanted it to be. Fuck it. We'll go ahead and deal the 2 magic damage there, and we're down to 3 and 2. We can block his damage, which deals a spike, and then the magic damage to kill that fucking spider. Yes! Squish him beneath your giant foot, Weasel. I am so proud of you right now. And so we have for you the ruffled shirt, which will give you shift. The bandana na-na-na-na-na, which will give you repel and shift, but you'll lose that, well, 2 health and spike. And then the pigeon nest, which will also replace your helmet, but give you rekindle. So, without replacing anything, your only choice is the ruffled shirt. Because without your coral crown, that spike doesn't really mean anything. You know? But remember, you're losing that spike as well, so the blocks won't do the return of damage. Whereas ruffled shirt, at least for now, just gives you another attack. Now, any of those items could be replaced by the next two that we're going to get, which will be better, because they will be level 2 and level 3 items respectively. Alright, Weasel, poofy shirt it is. And we'll go ahead and pick up the 1 gold coin here. Excellent. And Etten attacks in 2 turns. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see. Ah, fuck. We won't be able to sneak our way onto any fountains. We might. We might be able to sneak our way into a fountain. A fountain of knowledge. Nice. Before the Etten comes and kills us next turn. Because we should be able to go 1-2 into that square because there's no mist here to block us. If we can just take down this man-eating plant, we'll be sitting rather pretty. We're gonna go and use a fire shield to block 1 of those damages. Ow. Fuck you. Excellent. There's a stupidity, which means we have a chance to hit him hard, son. And I'm gonna do that right now. Excellent. Venomous Bite comes in. Let's go ahead and quick damage around that. Draw another card. And unfortunately absorb his 2. He's gonna come in with another 2. And so am I, buddy. You know what? We're gonna play this war of attrition, and I will win. Excellent. There's another stupidity card. So I'm thinking it's Sparks time. Because whatever the next attack is, I can use that quick attack of Zap to win. Like, there it is. Battle's won. Level 2 item is yours, zombie. Get ready to choose, my friend. You have the crossbow, which will give you interrupt and fleet-footed. You don't have a weapon yet. The sparkly headband, which will replace your crown, and the daisy chain, which will replace your crown. So it kind of looks like the crossbow is the choice to make, but the sparkly headband, just to go over it, gives you Holy Seal, which will heal 1 damage per damage blocked. It only blocks 1 damage, though, so that is basically 1 heal for 1 block. And then you have Ignite, which deals a magic damage, and if it's successful, then deals 1 magic damage per round as you go on. Okay, the crossbow is yours, my friend. And let's see what's inside of this level 3 chest. We have an Owl Familiar, which will replace your eyeball, so you lose 1 health, and the 2 magic damage quick attack. But you gain Wise, Holy Seal, and Smite. Not a bad trade. The Heater Shield, you won't actually lose anything. You'll just gain Ignite. And then the Wooden Shield, you'll lose both Flame Lash and the +1 heart, but you'll get Tenacious, which could be very, very helpful because it means that if the Etten deals damage to you and kills you, anytime you're other than on 1 heart, you won't die. Now, that being said, it kind of only works once unless you can get some healing in there. But without, I mean, the only one that makes you not lose anything is the Heater Shield. So take that under consideration. All 3 are offhand items, unfortunately. So something's got to replace, or, and this is just an or, you can take some gold. We can take this Hope card, put some gold inside of this room that I'm going to take in with the man-eating plant, and we can just chalk it up as some very valuable experience. So that is always a choice. But if you are going to pick an item, personally, this is just from somebody who's been playing for a while, the Ignite is the only one that doesn't actually make you lose anything in this exchange. So yeah, you only gain an Ignite, but that Ignite could come in very handy. Like, if we get that off first turn, that could be the thing that saves us. That is true, Weasel. If you take the Repel, then you get the chance to block some physical damage. Okay. That is very true, Noble. We don't really know if he's physical or magical. He is a big giant Etten that probably swings a club. But we shall see. Okay, and we shall lay out some gold in this room anyway. We're in the turn. And then the Etten approaches. Well, after we defeat this man-eating plant and get the buff, then the Etten shall approach. We're gonna start out with a nice fire blast here. Fire beats plant every time, son. Every goddamn time. Speaking of, we're gonna go ahead and ignite this son of a bitch. And that's gonna start dealing 1 fire damage every turn. Let's go ahead and deal our fleet-footed here. And that's gonna bring him down to 1 with our burn damage there. Like so. Which means that we'll be able to get off this shift and kill him before any of that acid spit gets all over our nice shiny ruffled shirt. Are you seeing that, zombie? I just saved your ruffled shirt from getting fucked up by some acid. Are you proud? And so that's another item here available to us. We have the the parrot, which gives us spikes, much like our crown. But you lose, well, all of those items you see down at the bottom. We can get the Seafarer's Brace, which makes us lose fleet-footed. And this is the thing that replaces your ruffled shirt. So you lose fleet-footed, but you gain Retribution, which could be really, really great against the Etten, which I'm sure is going to do huge damage. There's Repel for you. And then Mind Strike, which is 1 magic damage. Oh, you're right. You're not zombie. I'm sorry. You're right. I keep doing that. I keep reading the wrong name. But anyway, there's Repel for you. And then Mind Strike. And then the Anchor, which has Bash, which has some physical damage blocking ability. And Slam. So the parrot will replace your heater shield, which we just got. You probably don't want to replace. The Seafarer's Brace will replace your lowest level item, your ruffled shirt. And then the Anchor would replace your crossbow, which means you lose your interrupt and your fleet-footed, which gain Bash and Slam. Okay. Weasel is tentatively saying Brace. Now, you know that we work on a final answer type situation here. So the second you say Brace, I have to take that as your answer. Okay. Brace it is. Honestly, I would agree. I think that that's the best call to. And here comes the Etten, folks. It's going to move straight for us. And it's got 13 fucking hearts, too. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Ha 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 ha. Here's all that coming right back to us. What's our fountain ability? Hero starting back. Okay. Well, that's fine. So we can go ahead and block this thrash. Oh, shit. I just realized what that means. So that means that our blocks are twice as effective against him. Interesting. So let's say he does some magic damage at some point. We're going to be able to block the shit out of that and deal some good damage along the way. Now this fight's, well, was back to even. Now I'm going to be 1 heart down after this fight here. Wait, what? What? How did that deal 3 damage? Did I miss something? Oh, Retribution. There's that ability coming into hand. If you take +3 damage in a turn, deal 1 magic damage. Fuck yeah. You know what, Noble? I gotta agree with that. Let's go ahead and ignite him. We gotta get as much damage per turn off as we can. And there's that Mind Blast. He does, in fact, have some magic damage, and we're gonna be able to block all of it. Deal 1 physical damage of our own. There's a spike, and there's a fire. Oh my god. Oh my god. Guess what, Weasel? You had better prep that fire, because you're eating Etten tonight, son. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. I told you we were gonna beat one of these fucking dungeons before the end of the night, and we did. Yes! Good job, Weasel. Weasel the Apprentice comes through.
Then at least they all tried.
Unfortunately, that meant you gained a flesh wound, which in its early stages gives you -1 heart, but hopefully as we survive the rest of this, we'll be able to either get rid of that or make it better. I think it becomes plus hearts at some point, or it might become some other trait. I don't remember. Kisty looked those up a long time ago, and I don't really remember. But anyway, let us take a look here. Unfortunately, yeah, we got 300 and some odd fucking gold, 347 gold, which was awesome. But it's not quite enough to buy anything else just yet. Well, I mean, it is. We could totally buy that. Plus 1 heart for the first 2 fights. Ah, you know what? You know what? You know what? There are some people that we now have. It gives you tenacious when you level it. Okay, cool. There are some people that we have that now just have that minus 1 heart. So, honestly, this Talisman of First Aid might not be a bad idea. Because then those first 2 battles can be plus 1 during that time. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get the Hug in a Bottle just to kind of have it. We have a new trophy on our hands. Where? Ha! Ha! Ha 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 ha! His trophy is his bottle of Head and Shoulders. That's funny as shit. That's funny as shit. We have Goblin Teeth, the Rat King's Tail, Mimic Splinters, the Ashes of the Lich, the Black Knight's Helm, Jar of Eyeballs from the Eye Beast, and the the Fire Lord's Towel. Oh my god, all of our little trophies are great. Head and Shoulders. That's probably the best joke in the game right there, folks. It doesn't get a whole lot better than that. Chalk it up. We can go home now. In the stream. Okay. God, that was great. And we unlocked a new dungeon, too. All mixed up. We have Wildlife, where we must defend ourselves. And then quest number 2 will be Awakened. Excellent. I like those odds. But let's see if we can beat another one first. I'm thinking that the Medusa might be ready to have a crack put in her armor. Let's do that. So who are we gonna take in to deal with the Medusa? You know what? I want to get one of our new people in here. Somebody who hasn't played before. So if you'll excuse me... No. Awer. I think for now, I am going to go ahead and put in... Reigns, if you're still around, you are being summoned, sir. You are currently our shapeshifter, and with the wild trait you start with growth 1. And it's time for you to take the field of battle. And yes, Kisty, you can change your starting trait. We have the Crone's Discipline, and then the Hug in a Bottle, which I just got, which will actually make anyone that we choose start with plus 1 heart for the battle. Now, once we level it up a second time, that will be constant, not just for the first 2 fights, much like the Crone's Discipline started out as for the first 2 fights and is now just a constant plus 1 starting hand size in battle. So, let us take the Shapeshifter in to deal with Medusa. I like the odds of this one, my friends. So basically, you just need to shapeshift into a mirror and call it a day, right? Ooh, the Medusa wants her vengeance. She's carrying a nice hearty sickle, and she gets a -1 heart if she's surrounded by 5 or more tiles. I think we might be able to do that. In 10 turns, we have to surround her by 5 or more tiles. And there are 2 level 3 chests, or excuse me, a level 2 chest, a level 3 chest, and a Fountain of Knowledge. That Fountain of Knowledge, I think, is what I'm going to call a tier 3 prize. Because, honestly, it's just battle hand size increasing anyway, which we already get because of our Crone's Blessing. So we don't really need that too much. Yeah? Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and attach this corridor here. And we'll go ahead and put that one there too, so that way, guess what? We started surrounding her with 1, 2 other places. And we're now going to be petrified in 8 turns, so we're going to continue on and build up in this direction. Excellent. So now she's surrounded by 3 tiles. And yes, Yes, Kisty, you're exactly right. We get petrified in 9 turns from now. So we're gonna have to be very careful about how we engage on this. When and where we engage. We have a bat here that's waiting for us. I could probably put some pixies here, because I'm probably gonna want some other weaker people. We're gonna have a level 1 and 2 item from this battle. But, you know, it never hurts to be fully leveled up. Reigns gains +1 health from hugging a bottle. Oh, okay, so I guess we took hugging a bottle instead of the other one anyway. So, guess what? Because he's using Thresh, and we have our bark skin, we're gonna be able to block all of that damage. He's gonna deal 1 damage to himself. He's gotta feel like a chump. And we're going to rekindle through his lunge, taking back 1 health for ourselves. Yeah, why not? We'll go and use Aspect of the Dragon, block his 1 magic damage, and then guess what? He's not gonna be able to block that. We will go ahead and use Aspect of the Bull to knock him down 2 hearts, even though he's going to, you know, just go up 1. And let's see, another spook coming in. Damn. We'll go and use Aspect of the Panther. Since he can't block magical damage with that, it helps. The lunge is coming in. He's not gonna be worried about blocking this time, especially considering that he is dead, motherfucker. And Reigns has won his first battle. Congratulations. All right, and so you have your first choice on hand. We have here 3 loots for you to choose from: 1 offhand weapon, 2 offhand weapon, and then a headpiece. The soldier's helmet gives you +1 heart. The wooden board gives you another repel, so that basically adds to your 2 bark skins and gives you a third 3 physical damage repelling card, which could be really nice, but I don't know how much physical damage the Medusa is going to deal. And then you also have the Cuppa, which gives you a 2 magic damage dealing Fire Blast. The choices are yours and yours alone. Good luck. Now remember that our +1 health from that hug in a bottle runs out after the next fight. So you're gonna wanna start leveling up some hearts. Now you got +1 heart since you just leveled up to level 2. And you'll probably get another heart after we face another creature here in just a second. But a third heart might not be a bad idea with that soldier's helmet. Now, it won't tell me right now how much health that Medusa has. But those are your choices right now. We have a wooden board, a Cuppa, and a soldier's helmet. Remember, we're gonna try and replace these items by the time you reach her, but we might not. We might not find other replacement items that are better. So, every choice must be made carefully, because you never know which one is going to be the one that leads you to your death. That makes me lead you to your death. Or both. I think both is a good call. Both are equally likely to happen. I mean, that is a good point, Wrench. I will say this, he already does a lot of magic damage on his own. So, the Cuppa might not be a one to take, because we already deal a lot of magic damage. Alright, Reigns, you got it. Strapping on the helmet, sir. Soldier's helmet. Hoorah! And inside of the chest, we have another choice for you. We have an offhand glyph, which gives you Holy Seal and Mind Strike. Holy Seal blocks either 1 physical or 1 magical damage and heals for 1 heart. And then the Mind Strike does 1 magic damage and you draw a card if it's successful. The Corset will give you Restore, which does 1 magical damage and heals 2 hearts. Not a bad card to take. And there's another Repel for you to take, which blocks 3 physical damage. And then you can also take the Mage's Rose, which will give you the Holy Seal and Mind Strike that we talked about earlier, and also the Fire Blast that would have been on the Cuppa. So there are your choices this time. There's a lot of abilities under here. There's a good ability to heal yourself under this one, as well as a nice physical damage blocking. And then basically the Mage's Robes are an upgraded version of the glyph. Noble wants you to take the corset. I think he just wants you to look sexy. That's just me. I mean, if Miles proved one thing, it's that anybody can look good in a corset. Ah! 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 Kisty throwing shade. Kisty throwing shade. Alright, you got it, Reigns. The corset it is, my friend. The restore and repel abilities are yours. Alright, so we can move on to these pixies. And... shit. I can connect that room here. Okay. I was like, how am I going to connect that room? Like so. Claws out! Wait, why are you saying claws out? You're not the cat burglar. Whatever, doesn't matter. Oh, because you're a shapeshifter and you do animal stuff too. Gotcha, right. So we have a neurotoxin here, which if it's successful, will make us discard a card. Guess what? It's not going to be successful. So we're not discarding a card today. Coming in with a sweeping blast, we're going to be able to nullify this one too. Nope, nope, and nope. The claw comes in. He's going to deal 2 damage, or 1 damage, and we're going to deal 2. And a dark strike comes in. Let me go ahead and regenerate back 2 hearts just for fun. And the neurotoxin comes back. Yeah, let's use another rekindle. His battle deck, the Pixie's battle deck is so small that it becomes really easy to kind of tell which attacks are coming. I think it's only like maybe 6 cards deep. Yep, there's the sweeping blast. And he's not going to be able to block our physical damage, but the tenacious is going to kick in. And so, yep, he's back to 1 heart. Fuck. The bad news is he's going to be successful and heal back a heart. And I'm going to be successful and only deal 1 damage. Oh, nice. This is the perfect alignment right here. Aspect of the Dragon kills the pixies and block the 2 magical damage that was coming our way. Excellent. So, Reigns, you have survived another fight, my friend. And we have a choice for you. We have the Arcane Wand, which will give you Refresh and Mind Strike. Mind Strike will be really good. Well, Mind Strike we've already covered. Refresh will be really good because if you are below 6 hearts, it will automatically bump you to 6 hearts. And that is a quick action. So that'll happen before an enemy has the chance to kill you. Then we have the Sash, which will replace your corset. You won't lose the heart that it gives you, but you will get Shift instead of Repel. And then you have the Straitjacket, which will also replace your corset. Oh, never mind. It's Restore that you have it on there, not Heart. The Straitjacket, which will replace your corset, but give you +1 heart. So the Arcane Wand is the only one that doesn't actually replace anything. We will have 1 more chest and a level 3 fight up here to try and get another good item. And then you have the Sash and the Straitjacket, which will end up replacing a card. So those are your choices. I'm still having to kind of nurse my voice after RTX. I talked way too goddamn much and way too loudly for way too long. All right, Reigns, you got it. The Arcane Wand is yours. Use it wisely. Oh, 7 turns we're gonna get petrified. And we have to be much stronger before then. The Lizard Man, as we found out, is not that tough a customer. Let's go ahead and put that there. So now she's surrounded by 4 tiles. We're never gonna go up there, so it doesn't matter. God, I wish we could connect down there, but we can't. No, it's not weird at all, Reigns. No, Weasel, I didn't do it, but I went to it, and it was an awesome panel. Oh my god. That video of the ficus that Marcus has online now, if you haven't seen that ficus video, it's one of the best things that has been done in a while. It's so goddamn funny. I think he put it up on his Twitter recently, so you can check there and look at it. It's, oh my god, too great. Damn. Unfortunately, this Lizardman's going to be able to sneak in a nice restore, which is going to put him in a nice heart advantage starting out. I do not care for that, Sam I am. The pummel's coming in. We're going to be able to block that pummel. I believe it was recorded, Weasel. I'm not sure. Oh, sweet. The good news is we are going to be successful with our attack here, and that's going to gain back the 2 hearts. suddenly bringing this fight a little bit closer to even. We're gonna go ahead and deal 1 magic damage and heal back the physical that he just did. And the neurotoxin's coming. We're gonna have to discard a card. Hopefully it's the aspect of the bull. Yes! Because we're gonna need, I wanna keep that refresh around. That refresh is super nice. No discarding of cards for me. Although it was wasting basically my one thing that kept me alive during this pummel. But whatever, we healed back up, so we're even again. Fuck. He's gonna come in with 2 physical. 1 magic. He just has so much regenerating ability, and we don't have enough damage. Like, that's what I'm discovering here. So we take that and deal the 2 physical. He's gonna come out with the neurotoxin again. But we can go ahead and refresh here and get back up to 6 hearts. So we're good. We can block the pummel again. 1, 2, 3. He's gonna pull out a claw. We'll be able to rekindle with some magic damage. And, oh, that beat's gonna come in and hurt. All right, let's do this, because that's gonna get him down to 1 heart, and we have an unblockable magic damage here. Aha! Aha! Yes! Yes, 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 yes! That aspect of the dragon, son! You can't fuck with this dragon! It's got claws, and teeth, and breathes fire! Fuck you, lizard man! You got roasted, toasted, burnt to a crisp. And so we now have another choice here for you to make. And yes, it's yep, that. You know what? I'm gonna let Kisty deal with that. Thank you for asking the mods, Weasel. All right, Reigns, the choice is yours, my friend. We have a parrot for you, which gives you the spikes, which is awesome. I mean, with all the blocking that we can do, that spikes is great. Rejuvenate, which does 2 magic damage and heals 3 hearts if any of those damage are successful. And then Bash, which blocks 1 physical and deals 1 physical. And then we have the Anchor, which will replace your Arcane Wand, but give you Slam and Bash. And then we have the Tattered Mail, which will replace your Corset, so you lose the Refresh, but you gain +1 heart and a Stupidity card. So, yeah. Those are your choices, my friend. Choose wisely. Choose wisely. Reigns needs a parrot friend. You got it. You got it. And so now with our spikes, once we start blocking some of that damage, it's going to feel really great. Well, for us, not for her. It's not going to feel great for her. And now, she is surrounded by 5. And as such, is 7 hearts, is 1 heart less, down to 7. And we have the jungle shaman that is in our way. Crap. Unfortunately, I can't put that fountain next to him for us to try and get. Oh well, it's fine. We have a mega chest in front of us. These are going to be 2 level 3 items for us to choose from, Reigns. So get that choice ready, my friend, because we're going to block his spark damage here. And that's going to deal a spike and 1 physical. Love it, love it, love it. Dark Strike's coming in. Oh, man, this is the one that I should... Whatever. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter at this point. He's going to deal 2 and heal 1. We're going to deal 2 and heal 3. So how do you like them apples? He doesn't like them apples at all. We're going to go ahead and use Mind Strike here to deal 1 damage and take a card. Thank you. He's going to deal 2 fucking damage. Well, so are we. Fine. If you're going to deal 2, I'm going to deal 2, and we're all going to be happy campers together. Fuck. Black Strike makes him gain Conceal for the next round. I need to go ahead and restore to get back some of that damage that he's about to do. And it takes him down to 1 heart. So, I got to go for it. Yep. Excellent. That flare isn't going to do dick for shit. And the jungle shaman is dead. Woo! The Reigns, you go up another level and you've got some choices to make, my friend. We have for you the Mace, which will replace your wand and give you Slam, Smash, and Slice. But you'll lose Rejuvenate and Mind Strike. A little bit of a trade-off there. Then you have the Wooden Shield, which will make you lose your Parrot friend, so you lose the Spikes, Rejuvenate, and Bash. Huh. Interestingly enough, you actually have 2 rejuvenate cards. One that comes from your weapon, and one that comes from your parrot. So actually, losing the rejuvenate here isn't that bad. You still have 1 in your deck. But anyway, and then you also have the broken bottle, which will give you shift and slice, but you'll lose mind strike. Seemingly still having rejuvenate. So those are your choices, my friend. And then of course we'll have the grand chest after this too. So we've got some good choices to make and some difficult ones, it seems like. And remember, your helmet was level 1. I think your wand was level 2 from the level 2 chest. And your corset is also level 2, I think. Yeah, this is a tough one. I mean, now, going from past experience in some battles, and honestly, I only like to give this advice to people who really kind of haven't done this before, because may not really know. From that lizard man fight, he was able to regenerate a lot of health, and we weren't able to do enough damage. So I'm thinking that mace might be the way to go too, just because that's got a lot of attacks in there, and we've got all of our regenerating abilities still. We still have another rejuvenate card that is stacked onto our parrot. I think I'm gonna have to agree with you, Reigns. Mace it is. Out of sheer morbid curiosity. Damn, I can't look at the cards that come with it. Okay, and so here's our choices for the chest that we opened here. We can actually choose to lose our mace and get those abilities. Choose to lose the mace and get dice instead of, I'm guessing, bash. And then the Horned Helm, which will replace your soldier's helmet, but give you Fury, which means that all physical attacks will deal +1 damage if we are at less than half health. And Dice, another nice attack, 2 physical damage with 1 physical damage versus unblockable attacks. But you'll lose that +1 heart from the soldier's helmet, as I said. Now, Fury might not be a bad idea. How much health do we have? We have 10 hearts. So as long as we're sitting below 5 hearts, all of our physical attacks will have +1 damage. As a shapeshifter, we only have a couple of physical attacks, but we've gained a whole lot with our lovely, lovely new mace. So that might synergize really well with the Horned Helm. Or do you want to kind of take a shift back over towards magic stuff? Or, and just to throw this out there, if none of those options look good to you, you can take some gold. We'll take a gold card into our hand for the next turn, and it could be a massive gem. It could be worth 10 gold to us. So if none of those options ever look appealing to you guys, just say gold, and we will take that gold. Trust me, I love that gold! All right, the Horned Helmet is, my friend. And we'll be petrified in 5 turns, unless we can make it over to the Medusa. But I think we'll have plenty of time to do that. Let's go ahead and end the turn and see how far we go. Deer form is great for running. 1, 2 squares. We'll be petrified in 4 more turns. We have a dire scorpion here, which is a bulwark. And then the jungle shaman, which we've beaten before. Since we're gonna stop here anyway, we might as well get stronger while we're at it. 1, 2, and time to fight the jungle shaman. Love it. Love it. All right. He's going to try and deal a spark first. But... oh, man, I wish it was unblockable. Oh, well. Smash him. Smash him in the face. Smash him in his jungle-shaven face. Ah, damn. And there's some magic damage that I wish we could block. Oh, well. Not a big deal. We will slam him in the face. And now he gains conceal for this next turn. Let's do that. Ooh, nice. It is actually versus unblockable damage, so guess what? We got +1 physical, and we just killed that sucker, folks. I do love it when we just murder through people for no reason other than they are so weak. So, here we have another choice for you. We can lose the corset and get the red mail, which means, unfortunately, you'll lose refresh. But you'll get +1 heart, bringing us back up to a max of 10. Now, refresh is one of those things that's not necessarily handy when you have it, but you miss it when it ain't. And it saved our asses in an earlier fight when we were down to just 1 heart and we were able to come back against that lizard man. And then we have Rejuvenate here, which you'll lose your Horned Helm by taking the Feather Cap, which will get Rejuvenate. And then the Warhorn, which will replace your Parrot. You'll lose the Spikes and the Smash, but you'll get Holy Seal and Fire Smash. Fire Blast, excuse me. So, which will you take? Or will you take gold? Do you want to replace the corset with the red mail? Do you want to replace the Horned Helm with the feathered cap? Do you want to replace the parrot with the warhorn? Or do you want to take the gold? I mean, we'll have to stop in the next square anyway, so we'll have a chance to take said gold once we get it. It's not like it'll be a waste. And you've got 2 recommendations for gold there. Not bad. All right, Reigns, you got it, my friend. Let us take the gold, and we're gonna lay out 2 massive gems. One in the boss room, one right here, and fucking turn. We're done, we're done, we're done, we're done, we're done. We were gonna be petrified in 2 turns, but guess what? This fight's over. It's done. She got 7 hearts, we've got 10. There's nothing she can do. Oh, we have 9, excuse me, we lost a heart, excuse me. Oh, we have 9 hearts. Against her 7? Yeah, no, I'm thinking that this is gonna be fun. We're gonna block 2 of those, take 1, and deal 1. I wish we could have blocked all of that. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We're gonna be able to block all of that. Fuck your spider bite, and spike damage. Oh, that spike damage is literally my favorite thing in this game. All right, so she's gonna try and hit us with that, but guess what? We have a huge 3 physical damage smash attack. And, ooh. We're gonna be successful here, so we're gonna restore 2 out of those 3 damage that she just dealt, and she's down to 1. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what better way to slay a Medusa than by slicing off her head? It's gotta go on my wall. You gotta cut it off for it to go on my wall. How about that shit? Reigns, you won your first dungeon run.
So quick you made it look easy.
Congratulations! You destroyed the Medusa!
If not a little bit violent, and not for the queasy.
I am so pleased right now, and we got 371 gold from that. Holy shit. So much gold, which means we can actually buy something in our dungeon. And you got a battle scar, the Zealot battle scar, which means that you'll start every battle from now on with Holy 1. And that's a very nice spell. I think that's actually Holy Seal, where you block 1 damage and heal a heart per damage blocked. That's pretty freaking great. And then we also unlocked a new dungeon, the Ogre Menace. And so what's in our trophy room? We made a belt. It's a snakeskin belt from Medusa, who is in the Snakes in a Plane. I love this game so fucking much. I know I was talking shit saying I hated this game earlier. I absolutely do not. This game is literally the best. And we're gonna expand our guild for one final time. What do we want? Do we want to take one of these higher tier items again? Because let's face it, some of these weird and wonderful items, the parrot, the coral crown, the owl familiar, and the eyeball charm, have all come in handy in the last hour to help us take down dungeons that would have otherwise probably been very, very difficult. So we can take another set of tier 2 items. The bark vest, which gives you tenacious growth. Cursed bow gives you decay and ranged. Mind staff gives you fire, arcane, and wise. Spike shield gives you spikes, blades, and armor. Sea charts gives you wise and growth. Cavalier's hat gives you swift and blade. We have the eye patch, which gives you swift, level 2. The fish scale cowl, which gives you arcane 1 and +1 to health. Padded vest. Scroll of souls. The fez. Oh, that's nice. It gives you a fez. And then the dead lizard charm, arcane 2. Or, do we take the idol of heal aid, which means that we will just have a static +1 heart to any champion that we take in, as long as we have that blessing. Now, we'll have to choose that instead of our Crone's Blessing, which gives us an automatic +1 to our hand size, but we went without it that whole last battle. In fact, we went without it that whole last battle and at the disadvantage of losing the extra heart that we gained after 2 battles. So I'm thinking that getting the Idol of Heal Aid might serve us really well in keeping some of those people who have -1 heart battle scars alive and able to actually grow those battle scars beyond level 1. Having built-in tenaciousness would be great if I can actually level up people that far. Okay. Bye, Wrench. Thank you so much for hanging out, man. I really appreciate it. Please come back Thursday and Saturday to watch regular stuff, but please come back next Tuesday so that you can play too. I wanted to get you in here as well, but honestly, we are actually out of time. I'm at the end of the stream anyway, but yes, please come back next week so that we can get you in here. I kind of feel bad for, unfortunately, not quite getting around to your turn, but you know what? We'll be back here next Tuesday with more Guild of Dungeoneering because we're going to keep plowing through this game until we get to the end of it, folks. I have a feeling that there's a nice big payoff at the end, maybe some sing-songy and some love and dance, maybe a revitalization of all of the dead heroes that we have lost, a memoriam even. I feel like they need to be memorialized in song forever. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, everyone. My name is Tim Leftwich. I really hope you enjoyed the show. Join us back here on Thursday when we'll be playing Final Fantasy X and starting our run in Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey. I am really, really excited about that. The developers of Oddworld New and Tasty, Oddworld inhabitants, actually challenged me to a race in their beloved game. So we have to enter training mode. Hardcore training mode. Cue the montage! Don't worry, I'll be working on that, trust me. I think I want to try and make it some sort of actual event. But anyway, we'll be back we'll be back on Thursday with more of that, and Saturday with more Final Fantasy and Oddworld New and Tasty. I can't wait for you guys to see New and Tasty. Seriously, if you were ever played any of the Oddworld games and haven't played New and Tasty, you are literally cheating yourself out of amazingness because they rebuilt that game from the ground up, and I'm going to show it to you on Thursday, and you're going to love it. It's going to be way more engaging than Final Fantasy X anyway. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you all on Thursday. As always, we'll see you next time. Bye!